So we're picking some dandelions for our dandelion jelly.
It's okay if it's not fully grown.
Go ahead. Yep, pull it. You want to say hi to your subscribers?
Hi!
It's a beautiful day. We're at our church and it's on beautiful grounds. We're very blessed to have such a beautiful area that we can come and worship and fellowship.
Look at how much there is.
Yep. And we're here to do a little bit of yard work and some spring cleaning inside the church today, huh, Kenzie?
Let's do some. Come on, Dad. We have to put some more in here.
Careful, baby. He's cutting the grass, so just get the ones near us, okay? Oh, look it. There's a big one. Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We're almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we're gonna wash these. What we did. You see us when we were picking these a little bit, and now we're gonna wash them.
Okay. So there's lots of bugs on them, and if you see any creepy crawlies on us, they're the gypsy moths. They are out, they are back. See what they look like?
And they're already
Focus.
squishy.
Hold on, stay still so I can. Hey! I just want to show them what they look like. You see that little thing? They grow into 2 or 3 inches, and we are covered in them. There's one climbing on my arm. It's awful.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to rinse everything. Kenzie's going to spray them.
Yeah, I'm gonna spray them. Mom.
Alright, and then we'll show you the next step.
Yeah, hi. They look like when they're wet.
Yep.
And now we're gonna put them in here.
Alright, so I have this pot underneath it so I don't get the island all wet, so it's going to drain into there. What we're going to do now is pull off most of the green that's on the bottom and put the rest of the dandelion in this bowl. Alright, so let me show Kenzie. So you want to hold this? You want to hold the camera? Got it?
Got it?
Alright, so watch my hands, not my face. Hands. Can you see my hands?
No.
Watch my hands, not my face. So I'm pulling pretty much just the petals. The greens are what is bitter, from what I've read. These,
And what do we do, Mama?
I just showed you. I'm going to pull some of the greens off of it with your thumb. So see how the yellow comes right off?
Yeah.
Pretty good one-handed, aren't I? This is what happens when you have a baby that wants to be held all the time. Alright, so we will show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so I pulled off that amount of greens. And I'm left with that amount of dandelions. There's still a lot of green in the bowl. I think it looks... Kenzie playing doctor. I think it looks more because it's reflecting off of the stainless steel bowl than there actually is. You want to check up? Alright, so it's 4 cups of the white and the yellow parts of the dandelion. So that is 2. She's watching YouTube while we're YouTubing. Kind of funny. Alright, and that is 4. Now we're going to add some water. Alright, so it's 4 cups of water. So it's equal part dandelion to water. I was actually hoping that it wouldn't be, we could make more jelly. Alright, so I I ended up looking for a different recipe because this one was so thick it wasn't even boiling. It was just like pure dandelion, so I felt like maybe because our dandelions were wet, they were more compacted and weren't as fluffy, so I had more than like 4 cups. I don't know. So this recipe that I'm using now is a 2-to-1 ratio. So 2 cups of dandelions to 4 cups of water. So I now have 8 cups of water and 4 cups of dandelion. So we're going to let it boil for 4 minutes, which if you can see along the edges, it's boiling. Again, I feel like there's just not enough water in here, but I don't know. I guess time will tell if it comes out or not, right? Okay, so it is now boiling. It's been boiling for about the 4 minutes, so I'm going to strain it. I'm going to do that a couple of times just because, like I said, there were a lot of bugs outside and a lot of gypsy moths. So unless I got them all, which I can't guarantee that I did or not, I'm really gonna strain it a few times just to be on the safe side. So what I did was I have a steamer basket over a bowl just to kind of strain off the larger pieces, and then I'm going to use a mesh filter with a coffee filter liner to get the rest of it. Alright, so the only thing you want is the liquid. Just kind of pushing the petals to make sure we get all of the liquid out of it. So I ended up actually even having to switch coffee filters. There's not a whole lot of petals that actually made it through the steamer basket. But if you look at this coffee filter, and this is the outside, not even the inside of it, how much like pollen and stuff was still in it. So I'm kind of glad that we did both methods. You can kind of see the line in there. So it was a good thing to use the coffee filter, nice thin mesh. There's about 6 cups in there, and I see a little petal. Got it. The rest are bubbles. There are about 6 cups in there of the dandelion tea. All right, so the next step is actually to add the pectin, if I'm saying that correctly. Now it is usually sold in boxes, but I had bought this because I also wanted to make a different type of jam also, so I wanted like a bigger container. So I need to count out 12 of the tablespoons to equal 1 box. So I'm going to do that and then bring it to a rapid boil and then add the sugar. Okay, so I'm mixing that in. Alright, so it's getting close to that rapid boil. It'll be, see, it's happening very, very shortly. So I'm just getting the sugar ready. It's actually like almost 12 cups of sugar. We had to run out and get more sugar. So I don't know how much of the liquid boiled off, but hopefully not too much. Holy moly, that's a lot of sugar. So now I gotta stir this in and bring it to a rapid boil for 1 minute. And I made a double batch, so keep that in mind that like the numbers are very high because I did do a double batch. So this is with the sugar melted in, and it had come to a full boil, boiled for a minute. And I'm gonna add the lemon. Whoa, did not expect it to do that. I didn't measure it. I don't have a lot left, and so I'm thinking that that's probably wasn't even enough, but hopefully it still tastes yummy. And after all of that, running out to get more sugar in the middle of this process, I found the bag of sugar I had. So crazy. All right, so there's not a lot of foam in mine. A lot of them said they had to scrape off a lot of foam, but we don't really, which is pretty cool. All right, and my jars are all ready to go. So I'm just gonna ladle it in. All right, so the directions said to center the lid and then hand tighten the ring. So probably a little tighter than that. It's just very hot right now. And I think it's actually turning into jelly, which is exciting. Except for now I have to put it in boiling water, which will liquefy it again. But, you know, it's a process. I've never canned anything before. We did put the maple syrup in cans, but we didn't can it. Okay, so they are all finger tightened. And if you look in here, you can see that it's already really like almost turning into a jelly, and the pan is still really hot. So now what I'm going to do is bring this water to a boil, and it had to be deep enough that it's going to be over the top and completely submerge the jars, and they need to boil in that for 5 minutes. This actually is the pot that Andrew's grandmother used to do her canning in when she did canning. So she knew that I was interested in it, and she passed it on to me, and I'm excited to use it. I love little things like that when you feel connected to other family members. Alright guys, I'm going to give it a taste test and see what I think. Oh my god, definitely lemon flavored honey. That is crazy, out of a dandelion. Maybe beekeeping won't be necessary. So I said to place the jars in simmering water and then bring it to a rapid boil and let it boil for 5 minutes. So I can only do 4 jars at a time, so this process is going to take a little bit, so I'll show you the end result. Okay, so that is the Dandelion Jelly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to post in the description the recipe that I used. It definitely set up in the pan for the amount that I didn't scrape out the bottom, and it tastes exactly like honey that has lemon in it. So more so on the lemon side than the honey side per se, I guess. But it's so yummy. I definitely would do it again. It made a ton of jars. This recipe, like I said, I doubled it. I'm definitely doing it again, hands down. So have a blessed day, everybody. Please give this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. It's going to be a circle probably where the vinegar jar is in the background. So if you can just tap that, and then it will have you subscribe to our channel. So you'll get notifications for all the new videos that we post. We're definitely trying to do 1 a week for you guys. So we will see you later. Bye.